wearing costumes that you could do a somersault in, and also eat your lunch in. And capes and horns and magic and all that kind of stuff. But then,
I love these Loki lessons. I want a Loki lesson. So anyone up for a Loki lesson? Sounds kind of fun. Did you delve into Lady Loki and the lore and the history and everything behind that, or did you go in with a fresh head, Sophia?
I went with a fresh head really, and just approached the character as it had been written in the script, and because, you know, she's kind of a mashup of a few different characters, and she's a new character, really. Yeah, so I didn't want to do an impression of Tom, because that would be really bad. But we definitely had a conversation about when we were fighting. Our fighting styles are very different, Loki and Sylvie's fighting styles. But we did try and mirror each other occasionally. Things like when we're walking up to meet you in the big scary house, we tried to sort of walk in unison, didn't we? And, you know, just sort of mirror each other occasionally. So, you know.
We wanted it to look really elegant and graceful, and then occasionally one of us would lead with the right, the other would maybe sort of go, sorry, just go back, let's go back.
We'd pull the same fighting stance and then kind of be annoyed by it, that kind of
Love it.
relationship.
Well, I thought you were amazing, Sophia. She was so good, right? So very good. Tell you who else was very good. Jonathan, oh my god, let's talk about He Who Remains. Ooh, I love it. A little vocal Mexican wave of ooh, ah. Jonathan, you brought so much charisma to the role. I thought your scenes were really captivating, really incredible. When you got the script, what were your initial impressions? Did you completely go, this is how I want to play it? Or did you feel your way into it?
I felt, God, I hope I can memorize all this. And then I thought, who are my scene partners? Okay, I feel safe there. And then I thought, things move at a certain pace, you know, and I thought, well, this has gotta be at the speed of escape, right? The speed of fun, the speed of fight, you know, this is like the speed of escape. You know, this guy is in some way trying to, you know, get a deal done, you know, and that was the speed. So I thought there's all this time that he's been around, there's all these wonderful things, you know, what did he stick? What was he really like? And oddly, it was Judy Garland.
Oh.
Yeah. And I watched a lot of Judy Garland videos. And just kind of thought like that energy, that type of need to communicate, that type of internal turmoil in life, you know, but also trying to get it done, you know, being a showman, you know, I love Judy Garland. That was the energy, and ultimately, like, play the objective, you know, sorry, boring acting stuff, you know, but like, you know, play hard, you know, it's gonna be a fun time. I'm coming out for the first time and like swing for the fences, so that's where I was at.
Well, you swung hard, my friend, and you absolutely smashed it. I thought you were great. So bloody good. Tom, I loved your scenes with Owen Wilson. I love Owen Wilson anyway. I think he's incredible. He's here in spirit. What was it like working with Owen Wilson? What was it like?
It was such a pleasure. He's such a brilliant man of such experience and taste, and I can't imagine anyone else in that role. He was very curious and attentive initially, and then extremely playful. I think once he locked into who Mobius was, I think he had a really good time, you know, and we loved sitting across from each other and playing these long scenes, and you know, kind of like a tennis match, and he was just a pleasure from start to finish. Every day it just kept getting richer and richer and better, and he's so inventive in the moment and so responsive and so imaginative. Yeah, and it was a long. It ended up being a long process because the filming was interrupted by the pandemic. So it was you know, he was very much a fellow by the end.
Good. Sophia and Tom as well actually, but Sophia, if you'd like to answer this first. What were you have a lot of scenes together, obviously, so many scenes, really fun scenes, really challenging scenes. Were there any particular, as an actor, Sophia, that you found quite challenging and you really had to dig into? I'm interested to, because there's quite intense emotional moments as well.
Yeah, the scene on Lamentis, you know, where Sylvie's talking about home, and she's starting to realise that they might not be able to get off Lamentis. That was pretty challenging.
Yeah.
It was a heavily emotional scene, but it was also really cold. I think it was snowing. It was freezing, and so our teeth were sort of chattering, and you're trying to do this emotional scene at the same time as being freezing at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I guess that was really challenging. Again though, nice to have a decent scene partner.
It helps to have a buddy on set as well.
Easier.
Jonathan, when we finally see you, it's